Hello and welcome for the last day of testing for this modern showcase. And we have some some very interesting additions today. Is it finally time for Selesnya Charm to make a comeback? What used to be a standard staple, kind of really shiny modern. So this came because of a suggestion by somebody who commented on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much to you. And it's a card that I would have never thought of, but it just does exactly what I wanted to do. This is like a removal spells for bigger creatures that I can play through Chalice of the Void. So this can answer both the threats from Hammer, and it can also answer the threats from the Murktide decks, particularly Murktide Regent, of course. It can also be 2/2 White Knight if I needed to. That would be, of course, Desperation Time, obviously. But it trades with Ragavan, so it's not nothing. And giving +2/+2 and Trample probably is not going to come out as often, but it can save an Eldritch Reclaimer from a Lightning Bolt, and it can definitely save a Titania from a Lightning Bolt, which can be a big deal. So that is definitely going to be an interesting card that I'm kind of excited to give a shot to. The other change I made to the deck would be in the mana base. I added 2 copies of Arid Mesa, replacing 2 copies of Wooded Foothills. This is very much theoretical because we really need to have access to the basic forest, so obviously the green fetches are still better. But I found myself kind of really wanting to have access to basic planes against the Blood Moon decks, because the basic planes is what allows me to Prismatic Ending. So the messes are a lot worse. You know, they don't fetch our basic forest. They fetch all of our other lands, which is fine, but they don't fetch our basic forest, which can be a big deal, particularly if we are indeed playing against the Blood Moon deck. But I'm gonna see what it feels. I could see it being, you know, like a 3 Foothills, 1 Arid Mesa split. I could definitely see that happening. But we're gonna give it a shot and see how it feels. But yeah, I'm actually pretty excited about trying out Selesnya Charm. I used to love this card back. I started playing in Born of the Gods, and Selesnya Charm was actually a legal card in Standard at that point, and I was playing like a Naya deck back then, which Selesnya Charm was cool. Anyway, if you're enjoying the content, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button and join me for round number 1. Welcome to round number 1 of this league. Let's see what we get paired against. Lurrus deck. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this hand. Corsair 2020 was the most broken core set ever. Not fair to compare against that. Yeah, Corsair 2020 was hardly a core set, honestly. Maybe in the minority, but I'm enjoying the set so far, to be fair. I like D&D quite a lot, so the crossover is really doing it for me. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, I don't care about D&D at all, so like it's not hitting me in the nostalgia. So like it's just not hitting me on any axis, you know? It's just not hitting me in any axis, which makes things like I'm just not having a good time. And I'm losing a lot, which also doesn't help. So I think even though I have a Saga in hand, I think I'm just gonna get a Saga, get that going, because I expect my Reclaimer to die, so. The energy of the dice rolls has been incredibly frustrating to me. The whole dice roll aspect literally killed it for me. Absolute garbage. I guess I do have a Saga in hand, so I can just go get a Valakut. I actively hate D&D, although I love... Oof. Well, actually I can do both, right? Seems good. Play that. Play that. Kill that. This is already varied enough with card draw, doesn't need dice on top of that. Yeah, exactly. It's just like they really double down on the luck aspect of things, and I think that kind of destroyed it for me. Like you already have like bad top decks and stuff, right? Like they really did not need to double down on that. And I think that just hurt the set way too much, at least for my taste. I do like the dungeon aspect of things. I do like the dungeon side of things, but the whole roll the dice is just way too frustrating. Like the whole point is that you can outplay your opponent because you know what your cards do and you know how they line up against your opponent. And what that did is it made it so that's just not the case anymore. And I found myself in situations multiple times where I'm just like, well, I mean, if I get 2 tokens out of this goblin, I'm fine. But if I get only 1, I'm gonna lose to my opponent's attackers. And if, you know, or like if my opponent gets a 20 here, I lose, and then they get a 20 and they lose. It's just like, I don't know. It's not for me. It's not for me. Dungeons are cool, but that's even lowered by how much better Fandelver left is than any other dungeon or route. Yeah, it's true that there's like the dungeon that you always go to. You always end up going through the exact same dungeon, which is the middle dungeon in Arena. So I think I'm just gonna go get Bojuka Bog. Bruno Caleb 07, thank you so much for that subscription. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Appreciate your support. So if they play a Shadow, I can kill it. If I draw a Dryad, I just win. They didn't put Lurrus in hand, so I'm gonna pass the turn here. I really need to draw something there, by the way. I really need to draw something. I think they have Colon's Command in hand. Is this deck better than Amulet Titan right now? I think so, yes. Drown the Lock, sure. I think I'm gonna crack now. Probably gonna get Lurrus. And they obviously top deck second Shadow, dude. Of course. I mean... Oh, that was a mistake. I should have held my land. I should have held my land. That sucks. Because now if I find a Dryad, I don't have lethal. That was a mistake. I was just autopiloting and I just played myself there. My opponent has run well above average the last couple of top decks. While I've been drawing blanks. Yep, that's another blank, alright. And now Dryad is not lethal anymore. This is quite frustrating. Did a host feel about... Well, I assumed... You're right, Adrolac, but I'm talking about, like, I assumed that meant better position, which I think it is. That's I read the right now as better positioned. which is true. It's not objectively better, it's just better positioned. They already played the bubble, so they can't replay the monkey. So if I find a Dryad here, I can win the game. Instead, I drew a blank. Ghost Squatter. Actually pretty impressive how poorly I managed to draw that game. Pretty impressive. Maybe actually, yeah, okay. Yeah, let's bring these bad boys in. Let's try him out. Let's try him out. Keep this. Kula Cacao with the tier 1 sub. Thank you so much for that. Welcome once again to the Primetime Stronghold. Don't I miss Neorand? I don't. Thanks for asking though. I do not miss Neorand though. Can I please find a green or a red source? I don't ask for too much, deck. I don't ask for too much. Can I please find a green or a red source? I guess it was too much to ask. We can here use Surinor to fix our mana, which is cool at least. So this is a Titania deck. I thought Amelie could play Titania, didn't. Knew it was two different decks. Yeah, this is a different deck. All right, I guess. I guess that's what's up. That's so funny.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Don't kill it. Don't kill it. Yes! 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 My opponent says you had Chalice on top. Good to know. But this is just so epic. This warrants a Twitter post. I'm sorry. Well, good we took care of that. I think I'm gonna bring in endurances instead of trackers, particularly on the draw. Keep. What's great is now they're gonna question over in Uruguay money. Oh yeah, now we got him. Now we got him. There's no turning back. So we're just gonna get Sacred Foundry. Get rid of that guy. Pass the turn. Between a rock and a hard place. Una vez que juega militar me lo tengo que bancar yo al pecho frío. ¿Qué hace ese Twitch? Te encantó, Te saqué el trofeo, papá. Me lo merecía, me lo merecía. Alpine Moon. Alright, so that name's Saga. But now we get to play Ren. Me lo afanaste, por supuesto. So what I'm hearing is use my powers of convincing to get them to run wacky draft instead. Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't know how I feel about that play. They must be truly desperate if that's... Oh, they... Oh, man. I wanted that Valakut. Back Mesa. Forest. Dryad. I think I'm just gonna ending this thing. De Motochor. Espectacular. Bolt your Ren. So I assume that means that my opponents got... I guess they don't know about this. But I assume that means that they have an Unholy Heat and they wanted to have... I don't think that the Dryad is worth more than this Endurance though. So I think this is fine. Plains. So now that forces them to crack. Actually, I'm just going to just plus here. They crack anyway. All right. They know about the endurance, and they're not gonna flash in the monkey. You know about the endurance, opponent. What are you doing? They're like, you're not gonna cast it. You don't have the balls to hard cast that endurance. Like, well, yeah, I mean, I'm down. Well, that's that. Sweet. Just gonna make a token. They wanted to trade with a night token. Yeah, exactly. My opponent every time has an iteration into a bubble, but it has not been enough. So this is just lethal. Sweet. Want to know? These are the decks that I want to play against. None of that elves and humans random creature bullshit. See you for the next round. Alright, another Lurrus deck. I think I keep this. Mill. Oh, we're fucked. The game is over. Charles just doesn't do anything. Three, 4. Instant Goith. Tap green source. I guess if they have Archive Trap, I'm just dead. But I probably can't beat Archive Trap anyway. Yep. Second Archive Trap. Surgical. We're probably just dead here. Turn 3 kill. Turn 3 kill. Trying to think whether I'd rather have chalices in the deck. I think I want to have chalices. Detect! Gonna fetch Stomping Ground turn 1. It's not like our deck can play around Archive Trap, right? Do you want to make my dude a 3-3? 3-4, I guess. Hey. Alright. Prismatic Ending. I guess I should have attacked first. This was a mistake. Yeah, this was just bad sequencing on my part. They want a surgical my Arithmesas, I'm all for it. Ooh, no second land drop. Okay. What hand did we keep, opponent? I guess we want to do this right now. Find Valakut. Nah, this is fine. If opponent doesn't have Lurrus, it's because they have Ensnare and Bridge. Maybe Ashiok, yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, we get drowned anyway, right? So... Because I think my opponent has Archive Trap, so doesn't really matter. Sure. Triple Archive Trap too? Yeah, sure. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. I'm sure this is fine. Hideous Laughter. Probably Saga's my best option here. Play Saga, play Dryad, play Valakut, say go. They have nothing. Oh, there you go. Yeah, okay. Nice. It's cool how we played a game of Magic here, sort of. Sort of played a game of Magic here. Fuck you, Wizards. I will keep saying that. Fuck you. See you next round. Alright, what do we got here? Sure. Gotta say I had 4 of those in your mailbox today. You're part of the problem, Collect a Cow. Laughter was just Fracture Sanity here for us. Yeah, because my opponent just drew triple Archive Trap, right? Because that's apparently an okay. It's all about being lucky enough. 3 spells are fine, yeah. No problem. Hoping this is not the spike deck. This is totally the spike deck, isn't it? This feels like it's the spike deck. Some rain on rain violence. I think I'm playing out the Dryad here because this allows me to remand. Okay, so it's not the spike deck. Oh, it's that deck. Alright, I guess we'll lose. If we find another Valakut off the top, exactly. Well, actually... Oh, we can't play a Reclaimer. Play Titania. Sack. Get this back. Then we sack... Yeah, we just suck a bunch of lands to Titania, right? And we have to dodge... We can't fetch because we die to Ren Ping. But we have to dodge Prismarity, man. Thank you, Tobo Shlovo, for the Prime sub. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Appreciate the support. So I like to do a bunch of things here. Transmogrify my thing. Nahiri. Okay. They can't attack, that's hilarious. So, I fetch. I make it 5/3. We attack for 5, opponent down to 10. We play Dryad, 3 mana, play fetch land, that's lethal, right? We got lethal here. Because they didn't play their fetch instead of playing the Sacred Foundry tapped. Got him! They were dead on board, they just didn't matter. This targets. Womp womp. Pity Needle. Seems fine. Have I considered Canopy Beast instead of Second Temple Garden? Yes, but no. You need to be playing your Reclaimer on turn 1, right? You cannot afford to draw that as one of your lands. There's a reason why those cards don't see much play, right? It's not a coincidence. Aggressively medium hand, but it's fine. Hand just got a lot better. Should I just name Teferi Time Raveler in the blind? I think I should. Because Nahiri is not going to matter, right? We gotta find either second Valakut or Titania here. We were unfortunately one turn too short. Second Titania, I guess Explorer would also do it. Oh, I guess Titania wouldn't do it either. We're just dead, right? So, one. Wait, can we just kill Emrakul? One. I think we can just kill Emrakul. What do you mean I couldn't? I had exactly lethal for Emrakul. I just missed that one trigger that would have killed it. What do you mean I couldn't? This would have 9 damage right now, plus 6. 9 plus 6 is 15. Am I right? Who's trying to make me feel better? Damn it. Deep breath. Deep breath. And just brush it off. Yeah. Get it out of the system today. Do well tomorrow. That's what's up. If they don't have answer to this turn 1 Reclaimer, I think I'm gonna like my spot. Okay. So now we're going to be able to map for flagstones next turn. Play Ren. That sounds fine. Oh, I should have gone a red source. I guess I could just get a Valakut here. But I really want to get a Saga. So my opponent has Remand. Probably just have to run into Remand here. Delay. Well, that's a lot better than Remand right now. That's a lot better than Remand right now. All right. So we're gonna need to draw another Titania off the top. It's the only way that we can win. If we find Titania off the top, we actually do win though. What if I guess I should have just not played the Titania, right? I was playing around Remand, but I was not thinking about the other option. Which was delay. So this just gives me more stuff to put into play. But the Emrakul is going to get to attack me twice. So I guess I will need to draw exactly Valakut. To draw exactly Dryad, right? Play that. I kind of feel like I threw there. So I can sack 1. I need to draw exactly Dryad here. Another Flagstones. Now we sack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Because Flagstones give me the extra land that I need. So if I top, I set myself up to win if I find a Dryad. Actually, that's not true. Yeah, that's actually not true. Never mind, because I being the Ren. Yep. Is delay stock in this list? Because this is not the first time that I see it. This is not the first time that I see it. Maybe I should have considered that. All right. All right, round number 3. Against the Lurrus deck. So unless they're playing Mill, this hand should be great. Play that tap to say go. So no shadow. So late another game you played, and there it showed how much worse than Remand Counterspell it was. Yeah. But that was different, right? Here my opponent delayed, and then they killed me on the following turn. Very, very different scenario than that game that you were referring to. I guess my opponent has the K command. Is that plays around K command? I kind of want to discard this Explore. I was thinking of discarding the land, but then we miss our land drop. It's pretty rough. I may have to go squatter myself. Never mind, I guess. See if they have a second K command. Looks like they don't. But they didn't put Lurrus in hand. Weird. Hard way to go about fixing our mana, but hard way to go with fixing our mana, but you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. Yeah, but even if they had snap K command, they should have still gotten the Lurrus, right? But when I pitch this prismatic ending. I guess I could just pitch the land, actually. Can get it back with Ren. Direct alt, thank you for the follow. Just gonna go squatter myself and speed out 2/5/3s, I think. Thoughtseize. Take a peek. If I were to play Amulet, would you have anything in the board for the Ren to Fairy Omnath go big decks, or are they good enough matchups where if you're playing Amulet, you're boarding for the low to the ground decks? I don't think that they're necessarily good matchups, no. Don't think they're bad matchups either, but So I guess this is the Yendrek deck. You get a couple of 5/3s from my trouble. Mismatching Snapcasters. Yeah, it happens when you're using rental services. It's pretty common. I think I just want to hit my land drop. Should have exiled the other one because this is the better art. Punt. Here comes 10 damage. All of the Lurrus decks that are not mill have felt like good matchups. Hammer Time is a little bit closer to even. Not even close to Delirium. So this is just 2 damage. Monke. So if I make a token, my opponent can't. I mean, there's also the fact that I have lethal here, right? So they have to use the heat here. Take 2. Exile the forest. Another just stayed on board. Got him. Okay, endurance is great. Tracker's fine. Chalice is okay. Forgot to equip. No, I was gonna explore. Didn't matter. Soul Guide. There's something special when Ghost Quarter yourself is the right play. It just feels right. Ghost Quarter yourself, get yourself two 5/3s. Delightful. Ghost Quarter is meant to target your own lands. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Where are my Murktide and my Hammer gamers? Where are my Murktide and Hammer gamers? I want to try this stupid card. Yeah, there's nothing like Ghost Quartering yourself twice in the same game and winning because of it. So poetic. Something very poetic about it. God damn it, my stupid phone is just stuck in my pocket. Ugh. Keep it. Why is GQ good versus Murktide? Who said that GQ is good versus Murktide? Oh, Charm is EE? What? Excuse me, what? It's like you wrote a bunch of words, Callie, and I have no idea what you were trying to say. I was talking about Charm, yeah. I guess they know about this. They saw it off the bubble. Yep. Spellbomb. Can we draw? What do we want to draw? Yep, that one plays. I kind of need another green source though. Ask, can you share, receive, etc. I don't think my opponent is playing like Stubborn Denial or anything like that, so. Okay, so here goes my other green source. I cited out Ghost Quarter. So not an option to draw that. Probably throwing in there another Chalice on 1 next turn. Sorry, the card that made me win game 1. Yeah, I know. Terrible player. Terrible, terrible player. So they would need another land. Okay, they're trying to find that land, I guess. Or they're trying to find the Snapcaster. If they're gonna Snapcaster K command, they need to do it right now. That's no Snapcaster. Also poor sequencing. They could find the line off of this, but they already played their land for turn. Yep. Sure. Monke. Does my opponent know about the endurance? think they may know about it. Drawing the log doesn't do anything. Maybe I should have main phased the endurance actually. Yeah, because this opened me up to Unholy Heat for no reason. Or for Snapcaster to be able to flash. Yeah, this was bad. I should have just main phased the... Yeah, I fucked this up. Damn it. I should have just main phased the endurance and we would be in significantly better shape right now. My tracker. Yeah, that was a punt. Not a big punt, but a punt nonetheless. Not a big punt, but a punt nonetheless. It's a good draw for my opponent. That is a mighty fine draw for my opponent. Let's repeat is gone. Three, 4 beats. Yep, definitely taking that. Definitely taking that. So then one card and the Pokemon. Explosives on 0. So I can just crack Blast on here. I guess I do want my opponent to crack the explosives. So this is fine. Weird. Okay. 1, 2. So my opponent has Lurrus in hand, so just gonna Expedition Map. Or we can Soul Guide Lantern. I think it would follow I Wafflebot. Because I can Expedition Map for Bojuka Bog. But that costs me mana. And that also uses the Expedition Map, which is actually not a bad draw. I think I'm just going to go for Soul Guide, actually. It's effectively the same. But now I can use my mana to explore. Potentially find another Ursa Saga or something like that. Yeah, play that, I think. So we're gonna play Lurrus, and we're just gonna, I think we let this resolve. No, because then they get back to Snapcaster. So the only problem is that if they find a land, no, I think this is fine. If they found a land, they get to kill my construct for free, which is kind of annoying. From my TV, think it will follow? Sure. I don't think I want to draw. I'm just going to Uptick Blast Zone up to 3. And that's when I'm going to crack the Soul Guide. After I kill the Lurrus. I could also crack it now. Yeah, sure. So this prevents the explosives from coming back for blowing up other of my threats. If it's worse against my opponent drawing another copy of Call Against Command. But it's better otherwise. 2, 3, 4. Because it doesn't leave them with an explosives in play. So now if I find Titania, I'm actually in really good shape. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Or another Saga. Which is what we did end up finding. Turn. So now we can crack this Blast Zone at a moment's notice. Minion right now. It's cool. That is cool. Only one card left. BE for 3. Sure. Take 2. Oh. Oh. Do you have the round lock? They don't. We can get Saga. I think we want to get Flagstones actually. So Flagstones as the target. Just Flagstones as the target. Trigger on the stack, crack Suran Orb. Gain some life, find another land. This just gives me more 5/3s. So Flagstones is actually just better than Saga. I think the 5/3 would have been better than the clues. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but because they could have another explosives. That's their second EE though. The first one is gone. This is the second EE, which is exactly what they need to find right now. And they don't. Sweet. Yeah, Lurrus decks have proved to be good matchups for this deck. Let's see for the next round. Last round. Sure. Let's get that 3/2, shall we? Yeah, but whatever. Yeah, but I value my cyber slots. If they printed a card that rents other stuff obsolete, right? Like rents previous answers to mail obsolete, then why would I waste a precious cyber slot playing a card that is just rendered obsolete by the new printings? That is just not smart play. It's not a smart thing to do. I think this is just Boomer John, right? Yep. I think I'm gonna Chalice before actually playing the Dryad. This makes their discard spells bad and their pushes bad. Croxa. So that kills the Ren, which grows the Goyf up to a 4/5. I think I'm fine throwing another Ren in the garbage. Just gains me some life. The problem is that we have a bunch of whiffs now. We have a bunch of cards that don't do anything, which is a problem. Charm Sextile mode is a primary purpose? Yes. Got him. The problem is that they have the Crocsat Bog. Explore. Damn it. Oh, they can't cast Croxa because they're playing Basic Forest because their deck sucks. That's funny. Should I go Squatter then? Trying to GQ them off of Croxa mana? And we're still gonna draw something here. Did reveal Monke. Okay. Think I'm taking 6. If I block next turn, I'm still in the same spot, right? Where I'm still dead to bolt because my opponent's gonna attack again. I have to chump. But I kill the Monke. Dryad. Yeah, I think I have to take it here. Valakut, Titania. Oh, I just left myself dead on board. I'm an idiot. I actually can't cut them off red because now I'm dubs. I needed to use Ren to kill the Ragavan. Wow. Alright. Chalices are bad. These are good. Hey. That's another Selesnya Charm matchup. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. This deck doesn't play Knight anymore. No, GG. It was time for the Knight to go. Go on to greener pastures. Might feel slow in this minute. It just was never the best card to begin with. I guess I'm keeping this hand, and I'm just gonna lose to an early Monke. No, I have to ship it. Okay, this hand's a lot better. I think I'm sending the Dryad here. Or the Selesnya Charm. No, I'm just gonna send the Dryad. Play the wrong Ren. Something tells me that my Ren may be better than my opponent's Ren. Hey, look at that, land. Another Liliana. Got me. Not too much of a choice, opponent. You have to take that one. I don't know what you're thinking about this. This is the one that you have to take. There we go. You figure it out. Good for you. Good. Plains. I could just ping here. They were taking the time to read Selesnya Charm? Yeah, maybe that was it. Bloody Braid Elf into what? Into Monke. You got it. Let's fucking go. Do we want expedition map? You can just solo guide, I guess. Knight, 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 knight. Selesnya Charm, Selesnya Charm. Andrea, thank you so much for the 25-month subscription. Really, really appreciate it. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold, my man. Oh, maybe I should have cracked there. Whoops. That's fine. I appreciate drawing a blank there, deck. So you can make this into a 5/5, and then we have that's actually good, actually. Yeah. Land. So creature, land, instant. Equip there. Play this. Attack Ren. Pass is a turn. Oh, I'm at 27 life. I didn't even notice. Sweet. Saga, Saga. Remember when I said that my Ren was better than my opponent's? I still stand by that. I still think that. Dude, Selesnya Charm pressuring my opponent's Ren. Whew! Hot. Hot, hot, hot. Was that Selesnya Charm sick or what? Was that Selesnya Charm sick or what? So I guess we're gonna get Sacred Founder with this. Play Shadow Spear. Play Pseudo Orb. Saga is gonna be pretty important for us this game. So hopefully we find one. It's like the opposite of what I needed to draw there. Big place. My opponent went turn 1, no place, turn 2, no place. So this one's gonna have to be big. Ashiok. It's actually pretty good, yeah. Alright. Wait, they mill themselves? They mill themselves? What sorcery is this? Yeah, I don't think I can afford for my opponent to... This is pretty cute, actually. We get, we can put a cycle line in the graveyard. It's pretty cute. Yeah, my opponent's playing Crocsai in their deck, and they somehow figure out that they could mill themselves. What? MTG Nerd Girl, thank you so much for hanging out here. How's it going? Interesting. So... I think what we're gonna do... Going to get a Stomping Ground. Yeah, happy to have you here. And I think the plan is gonna be... What? Endurance? Make me shuffle my land? What? Got me. Gonna eat the Tarmogoofy. Am I blocking with Dryad is the question. Please discard spell me, opponent. Oh, please discard spell me. This is a free attack, so it's smart for my opponent to attack first. I think that the Ren is more valuable than the Dryad, so sure, like they can Colonies command me here, or they can do a bunch of things, but sure. Ren is probably the worst case scenario, but sure. But if they had balls, so they would have been able to kill my Ren, right? That's good. Yeah, that's good. Tease good. So we can still find... didn't. But we could have still found... what was I thinking about? Saga. So we could have still found Saga, so it was correct for me to crack the land before I make my land drop. Now that I did... What do I want to do with this red and 6? Yeah, let's just plus. Poses a threat for my opponent. I'm gonna do this right now so I can guarantee my clue. Gain a couple of life, pass the turn. The tracker draw was very good. Tracker draw was obviously quite good. There's still a Liliana, which is annoying. We're gonna have to whiff a lot though from these clues. They attack Ren, which I don't think makes too much sense, honestly. And I think I want to... because they're gonna get Liliana going. So that's the only fetch that they've shown me so far. Please no whiff. Bloodbraid into what? Into another Liliana. That's fine. I have another Ren. So we're just gonna let that Ren go. You did your part, Ren, thank you. Monke? But what if, bam, 2/2. There's still a Plains in my deck, so I guess I play this. Dude, this token has Vigilance, man. Can you believe that this token has Vigilance? Ping that. Kill Liliana. Dude, like the instant speed random 2/2 has been so good. Okay, so we have to actually crack this right now. Like, that was a sick draw from my opponent. That was truly a sick draw from my opponent. Yeah, that's fine. Sure. Grist. Make it 1/1. Spander X-Man, thank you for the follow. Yeah. Damn it. This is the turn where Titania is bad. Right after they resolve the Dottie. Can make this a 6/6. Attack wrist. Snap off the double block. Okay. We can crack map to go get another. They have nothing left though. We can crack map to go get another saga. We can also just play endurance though. So I'm just gonna play endurance. They milled. They randomly milled with the Gris, the Croxa, but they didn't. That was literally the best thing that could have happened to my opponent, and they threw it in the garbage because they cast the Thoughtseize. That's insane, man. That is absolutely crazy. Best possible thing that could have happened would have been exactly that, and my opponent just gave it up. Sure, they're gonna get their own Titania here, but they don't have any lands though. Cast your stuff, opponent. There we go. There we go. So that's just a random 5/3. Oh. Not bad. Shadow Spear. Oh, actually we wanna Shadow Spear the Knight. So that means that we can send with all 3. So we send a Grist, Ren. They block here. We kill Grist. I think this is fine. So Grist goes down to 2 here, but they can't do anything, right? Because they have to sack their own Titania in order to activate the Grist ability. So this is fine. Create a 1/1. That's whatever. I'll block. You want to ping with Ren? Go ahead. Got me. Dude. Shout out to Night Token, okay? Shout out to Night Token for being awesome. Night Token, we love you. We love you, Night Token. Easy. Boomer John. Boomer John doing Boomer John things. Boomer John cannot beat Selesnya Charm, man. Too strong. Instant speed, 2-2 vigilance. It's too much for Boomer John to deal with. That was absolutely delightful. That was an absolutely delightful way to win that league. That's gonna be it for that one. I'll see you in the next league. Take care, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Bye bye.